pick up this guy, Michael Fassbender, who also appeared in 2 of your shorts before this.
It wasn't, I don't really think it was as if I was a sort of musician that suddenly decided to make a film. I went to art school and studied drawing and painting, so I came from a visual background, and then I was really in a band because my friends were all musicians, and I immediately, when the band started, I wanted to make the album covers, and I wanted to shoot the videos for the band. And I always saw the videos as, I never did like a performance video for the band, but I always did kind of narratives and zero budget, friends as actors, bandmates as actors, little stories, 2-3 minutes. Some were like samurai films and alien films, and just ridiculous, spurting blood and whatever. But it was a training ground it was a real film school actually, so I did that for maybe about 8 years while I was in the band, and then when the band split up, I was really geared up to starting to do short films and wanting to make films. I worked in the cinema in the evenings, and I watched, I was a cinephile, watched every film I could get my hands on. And then I got to know Michael's agent a little bit in London, and Michael's agent had shown Michael some of these little films, and Michael was maybe shooting Tarantino at the time, and I managed to meet him one evening, and he said, "Oh, I liked your little, what you're doing, do you fancy just doing something? I've got a day off." So I said, "Okay, well, let's make a film then." So I wrote a short film script that and I geared it towards Michael. It was called Man on a Motorcycle, and he likes motorcycling. And my friend was a motorcycle courier, so I filmed my friend for about 2 weeks, and then when the helmet came off, it was Michael. I made most of the one day. And it was fun. So he said, "Do you want to do something else?" And I managed to get 3 days with him, and again, I made sure the food was good at lunchtime, and we finished early, and we started collaborating on the script a little bit, and so he said, after that, he said, "Do you want to do a feature then?" And I said yes. So I wrote the part of Silas knowing that Michael would play it.
And it was like that open, it was like a feature, anything you want.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he said, what
must have been a good lunch you served him.
I think I said to him, "Oh, I'm thinking about a Western," and that really ticked a lot of boxes for Michael. I think he was like, "Oh yeah, great, yeah, I love Westerns."
Tell me about that appeal for you. As you say, it's people don't make a lot of them these days. It can't be that people were running away from you going, "John's going to go make a Western. This is fantastic." Why did you decide to do it?
I thought that there was a few sort of threads coming together, and I was interested in like the history of Scottish and Irish, and going out to the West, and I travelled America with the band, but I travelled America before the band as well, because I loved the country, and I'd meet people and they'd say my grandfather was Scottish and my great grandfather was Irish, and then you watch a Western film and they're all American, and I thought, well, maybe there's something to do with having America, that kind of America, a bit of populated by migrants, and so that was one idea. And then I thought it'd be cheap, I thought I didn't want to do like a town Western, I thought I was influenced by a lot of films set in forests, and I thought, it's graphic and it can be high production with just a couple of cowboy outfits in the forest, so which grew into this slowly as I wrote. There was guns, then horses, then houses, but at the beginning it really felt like something that if Michael dropped out, and then I could still probably make something at the end of it. And what else? Yeah, I just thought it would be different as well, because there's a lot of sort of kitchen sink dramas for people's first film in the UK. Yeah. So I thought, well, why don't I do something completely different and do a Western?
But it's interesting because you've said that you've described the